Hey guys, Marlo back again with another unboxing and review, and the fine folks at the Noble Collector Toys has sent out some samples here of their Gremlins Bendy line of figures. We have here from Series 1, Gizmo, Stripe, Brain, and Mohawk. And again, these are Bendy figures. I don't really have Bendy figures in my collection, but they have reached out to me to unbox and review these guys for you guys, and I was more than happy being a Gremlins fan. Again, these are by the Noble Collector Toys, and from Series 1, again, we have all of these characters from the hit movie. Here is the back of the package, showing all the characters from Series 1. And if you want to know more about the Bendy figures, you can check out their website here at thebendyfigs.com. They have a bunch of licenses from what I've seen, from DC Comics, The Wizard of Oz, Star Trek, Universal Monsters, Game of Thrones, a whole slew of cool characters in Bendy figure form. Now, being a fan of the Gremlins, I do have all sorts of Gremlins collectibles, most notably a lot of the NECA figures that have been coming out. And those are highly articulated and detailed figures in comparison to these. But these are also some great figures, and for Bendies, I find them quite detailed. So we saw Gizmo. Let's check out the back of Stripe's package there. You can see a cool image there of Stripe. And then moving on to Brain. Pretty much a similar package once again at the back. Just a cool image there of Brain. And last but not least, we have Mohawk there. So let's go ahead and open these up and see how cool these Bendy figures are out of package. And here we have all of the figures out of their packages. As you can see, all of them come with a nice round display stand with the Gremlins logo on the top there. Gizmo is the only one with an accessory, which is that little trumpet piece. So that's kind of cool that they added that in. So you can see them lined up and how they size up next to each other. Real quick, let's see how tall they are. With Gizmo, he is under 4 inches tall, maybe 3.5, as you can see there. Followed by Stripe. He's about maybe 5.5 inches. And then Brain, again, maybe about 5.5 inches. And then Mohawk there, once again, maybe around the 5.5 inch mark. Definitely below 6 inches. But you can see, once again, how they range in size. Not quite accurate to the film. I mean, in the Gremlin form, they should be a lot bigger than Gizmo. You know, the Mogwai here. But again, for figures, they're pretty cool. So let's get into the articulation for both. I'm not expecting much since they are Bendy figures. The good thing about that is that they're going to be highly durable. So if you have little ones, I believe these are intended for kids 3 and up, and of course for any adult collectors. They should be fine as well, at least for display. So starting off with Gizmo, you can see the details on this guy. He looks pretty cool in my opinion. And you can see at the back there are little air holes there for the wires. So it looks like there's some in the ears. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some articulation there in the ears. And it looks like, yeah, you can bend the ears pretty good, like so. Bend them back. You can't really do anything with the head. It's pretty much fixed. And the arms are thick, so I'm wondering if those are going to articulate at all. You get a slight bit of bend there in the arm. I guess you can bring this one down. Mostly you can just bring it up like so. So there is a little bit of articulation there. I'm not even going to try the legs. They're just too thick and stumpy. So yeah, don't even know why they would bother trying to articulate those. So yeah, with Bendy figures, you're not going to be able to get much range of motion when it comes to thicker areas. This is just like a solid piece of rubber there. So that's Gizmo. So let's look at Stripe next. I'm imagining he would probably bend a little bit better, being thinner. So he doesn't seem to have any wires going through the ears like Gizmo, but you can see some of the holes there at the back, once again, for the wires, and the arms and the feet. So the arms, those seem to bend okay. You can get some bend like that at the elbows, and then with the feet, they can bend back like so. So you can get some pretty good, you know, range of motion and movement with the feet like that for posing. Again, these are going to be just like highly durable, really tough figures, so the kids can have a lot of fun with these. You don't have to worry about any breakage like with some other figures like NECA toys. They're well known for not being so durable there, but they're meant for the more adult collectors as opposed to something like these, which can work with the younger kids. Now this one is getting, it's kind of hard to stand, so he might be good to fit on the display stands. We'll put him down for the meantime so we can look at Brain. So Brain, once again, looking at the back of the figure, you can see the holes, and I would expect his arms to bend pretty good. Just to give you guys an idea, the feet, once again, you can get some decent bends with the feet. Again, these are just going to be some really tough figures for the kids to break, if at all. And yeah, they should be a lot of fun for little ones to throw around and, you know, be rough with. But for the more serious collectors, there's just enough detail in there, I think, that they would display quite cool in any Gremlins collection. And moving on to the last figure, we have Mohawk. Here is a good look at him from the front and the back. The holes for him are well hidden with all the details. So like I said, these are really nicely detailed for bendy figures. Wow. Impressed with this guy. So again, the arms can go up like so. He has some thicker rubber around that wire framing, so yeah, I don't expect him to get too much bend out of the figure, but yeah, you can see there, you can get an idea. Again, you're going to have to work with it and mess with it, but again, these are some tough toys for kids, and they're going to get all kinds of rough playwear out of these guys. So yeah, these are perfect for little ones, you know. Alright, let me set them on their display stands to give you guys a look at how they look on their display stands. And here are all the figures once again on their display stands, and as you can see, I put the trumpet there in Gizmo's hands, so you can see he does, or he is able to hold the trumpet in either hand. You just sort of have to wedge it between the fingers. And I have his ear slightly bent, Gizmo with his arms sort of outstretched, so you can get a little bit of, you know, display options and posing with the bendies here. Again, depending on the figure and the sculpt and the thickness of the rubber, the range is going to vary, you know, depending on the characters, but they look really nice in my opinion. I think they look like miniature statues, just, you know, the right amount of detail without being like super detailed, but just the right amount for kids and collectors out there who are fans of the Gremlin line. Again, if you're interested in more bendy figures, you can check out more from the collection, from the Noble Collection Toys at www.bendyfigs.com. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. As always, take care, stay safe, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.